I'm going to do a brief introduction. My name is Eric Ide, and my goal, my mission and purpose is to liberate as many people as possible with the big 7 P's, which are positivity, purpose, persistence, patience, power, prosperity. You have to understand that the whole reason why your life is the way it is because of your belief system, bro. You see, if you want to change your outer world, your external world, your reality, you must first change your inner world. You know what I'm saying? You have to change your belief system because your whole entire reality is simply a result of your beliefs, simply a result of what you've been believing and thinking all these years. So if you want to change your life, you have to change your belief system. And if you want to change your belief system, you simply program it, you condition it, you recondition and reprogram it. And how do you recondition and reprogram it? You start by telling yourself that you are worthy, you can be successful, you are unstoppable, you will succeed, you are unstoppable, you are unstoppable. Because when you do that, it's like psychologically pumping yourself up. And when you psychologically convince yourself to believe something, you will start to act on it. Because you see, thoughts determine your beliefs determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. You have to tell yourself persistently, constantly, and consistently that you are worthy, you can succeed. Because when you do it on a continually basis, you will start to believe it. And you will be astounded by the results of changing your belief system. You see, your belief is a powerful thing. It's so powerful in the fact that if you believe you can, you can. And if you believe you can't, you can't. Henry Ford once said that. See, William James once said, belief creates the actual fact. So it's that simple. If you change your beliefs, you will change your reality. Purity. And how I found that to be my purpose is I simply found God, found Jesus. And then when I found Jesus, I had self-realization that I'm not living up to my potential, and neither is 80% of the population in America. You see, and then I also found out that the reason why that 80% of them are not fulfilled is not a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? It is simply because, again, you've been conditioned and programmed. And that programming and conditioning didn't come from anywhere. It didn't come from thin air. It came from the government. The government did not make the school system for you to be and do everything and anything with your life. They made it for you to stay in poverty. They made it so you do not fulfill your potential and do not become the highest version of yourself, you see. Because they understand when you are the highest version of yourself, when you are aligned with your purpose and potential every single day, you are unstoppable. And when you are unstoppable, that is exactly what the government does not want. They want you to keep you obedient. And when you start to act with disobedience, you start to see that doing the complete opposite of what the school wants you to do and everybody else wants you to do is actually the right thing. It's actually what's bringing you towards your purpose and potential. You actually feel like you're moving somewhere and becoming something every single day. Another thing I want to talk about is happiness is not contained in what you do. Happiness is contained in who you become. So if you want to become the happiest version of yourself, which peace of mind is the most essential part, the first and most important ingredient of success, because without peace of mind or harmony, nothing else has any value. So you need peace of mind. You need to be happy. You need to be fulfilled. You need to be in harmony. But at the end of the day, it is really good against evil. You see, I'm the good, the government is the evil. And if you do not believe me, you see, the government does not want you. They want you to get a job, be obedient, compliant, confirming, obeying, obedient. You know what I'm saying? They do not want you to be out of a line. Because when you start to act out of a line, you start to break their system. So you keep on telling yourself that everything is as possible because everybody, your family, your friends, your boss, your co-workers, your school teachers, they've all told you what you can or can't do or what's realistic. And again, when you continually get told what's realistic or what you can or can't do, you will start to believe the values that they've said that you were. You know what I'm saying? If somebody continually tells you that you are not worthy, you will become not worthy. That's how powerful your mind is. So that's why you have to be very, very cautious and aware of what you put into your mind and what goes into your mind. You have to understand the psychology of the illusory truth effect, because when you don't understand that, then your life will be controlled by the illusory truth effect. You have to understand that you can reprogram your thoughts, you can reprogram your belief system, and when you reprogram your belief system, you will start to act on it every single day, just like I have, just like I am right now. You see, this action that I am doing, speaking to this camera, is simply a result of me reprogramming my beliefs by continually telling myself that I am worthy, I can succeed, I am unstoppable. So that is what I suggest for you to do, or you will be stuck working a job for the rest of your life, for 60, 70, 80 years of your life. You'll be stuck. You'll be unfulfilled. You won't be in the highest version of yourself. You won't find your purpose. You won't be 100% fulfilled in potential terms. You won't ever have peace of mind. You will suffer mentally, financially, spiritually, physically, for the rest of your life. The thing I want to talk about is all the food and all the processed food that they put in, that they try to make it all the Americans use. You see, the average American lives to about 70 years old. 70 years old. The average man in China is 90 years old. You see, and that is, again, not a coincidence. Due to the processed food and all the chemical compounds and additives that they put in the food in America. You got all these chemical compounds, 1,000 different chemical compounds and additives that you can't even pronounce. And yet, you're like, oh, let me get a fucking Kit Kat and just buy them, not to consume the cupcakes, the ice cream, brownies every single day. You have to tell yourself no. You have to have the willingness and the discipline to tell yourself no to the bad things and yes to the good things, because you gotta understand that it's either 5 years of pain or 50 years of pleasure, or 5 years of pleasure for 50 years of pain. See, there's two types of pain in this, though. There's the pain of discipline, and then the pain of regret. You see, you can either have the pain of discipline, you have and do everything and anything possible you could possibly imagine with your life, or you can fulfill your potential and purpose, be in alignment with the person God created you to be and be the highest version of yourself, or regret, self-doubt, limitations, fear, not being aligned with the person, not being aligned with the person God created you to be, not being the highest version of yourself. The thing is, the choices are made by you. You might think that these big results come from big efforts. You know what I'm saying? You think these big outputs come from big inputs. But you see, big outputs come from little inputs. So if you want a big output,